You know it probably died again. Okay, it didn't die yet.
Don't do that. Buy it on the set. Tape is rolling. Get ready, go live. Yay! Here we go. Zoom Room Video Communications brought to you by the BMC.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. And no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news 5 days a week, or whenever we feel like it. That's right. Yeah. We're here today.
You felt like it today.
I felt like it today, but I don't think I'm going to feel like it on Friday, just letting you know.
Oh, but, so you rescheduled that appointment to Friday, or it was rescheduled to Friday?
Something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Goddamn doctors, I tell you. Drive you nuts. If they're not trying to help you, they're killing you with shit. I tell you what. Now, we got an update. Live stream deck building. Interesting. Skeggy, how are you out there? Thank you for the host, as always. NV, good to see you. Everybody else joining us out there, welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Tuesday, October 23rd, 2018, here inside and outside Trinity Avatar. Just got a note that the weekly live stream is going to be deck building, it looks like. Just popped up on Steam here.
Yeah,
But, I'm playing with your deck. Yeah, I know. I'm playing with the decks for...
Touching the deck. Touching the deck.
Didn't you say you were having some problems with your deck over on the QA?
Yeah, on the QA, I did start off a new character, went through the tutorial, and there was a question by Caffeine before the show whether or not it was the same QA that they demoed on the live stream. And as far as I could tell, it was the exact same one. But at the same time, you're still stuck with one deck. You're not given all the skills that they told you they were going to give you. So that needs to be bug reported. Maybe I'll do it after the show. I don't know.
Yes, maybe. Absolutely.
That or the Energy Vortex might be listening, and he can sit there and say, "Oh, yeah,
we know they listen. We know."
Yeah. Well, I think one of the scenes that's currently doesn't have anything. I think, if I remember correctly, they said they were going to make that the deck swapping area.
Where you get a little tutorial of how to swap between the decks, and then you're stuck until you figure it out.
You're stuck until you can change decks around.
Now, just so everybody understands, the way they described it is once you get to Isle of Storms, you'll have two options, my understanding. Is that correct? Once you're at Isle of Storms, you get one option to go through the tutorial, or one option to go to...
Or you skip the tutorial, one of those two.
Or skip the tutorial.
Yeah. I went through the entire tutorial earlier.
In a certain part of the tutorial, they say it's gated, which basically means you don't proceed until you figure out or achieve what it is they're trying to teach you.
Yes.
So, can you go back, or do you have to log out if you get stuck? Have you encountered that?
I haven't gotten stuck. I think I know the game well enough to go through
You do know
all
a
of it,
little bit about the game and how it functions.
Just a little bit, a smidge. Yeah, just a smidge.
Just a smidge, yes.
Yeah,
But,
my QA account has 4 characters, so all my character slots are actually filled out with all kinds of different things. Where I think on the live server I only have 1, maybe 2. I don't know. But I think I'm gonna try to. I may end up with Jack Arse on the live server. I don't know. It's like
Jack Donkey. Yeah, Jack Donkey.
No, Jack Arse. It's my QA server name, Jack Arse. Yeah,
Jack of Arse. There you go.
Yeah. But this weekend's community live stream will be on deck building.
Building.
And it also starts off the new not the rewards. What are we gonna what do we call this? The amount of money for
the new telethon live stream fundraiser money getter
incentive.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, because now they're going with a fish theme, since fishing is going to be coming out. So if 10K is raised,
okay. They're starting the new telethon rewards.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. I hadn't gotten that far down the list yet.
Yeah. Fish throne, fish mask set, big trophy fish stone statue set, fish shield and swordfish sword. It's 65K. 75K would be the big fish mask set, shark and lava. 85K would be the unique dungeon encounter room with fishing spot, and 95K would be fish scale armor.
Fish scale.
Because you need your scale mail, man.
Well, yeah. Again, here's my argument for fishing is the basis for everything else, because we can get fish scale, and then dragon scale is just a stone's throw away. You know.
I'm sorry to say, but if you're going to be sewing fish scales in order to make something, you're going to be there for a very long time.
Like it's gonna be much different than leather? Yeah, I don't think so. Depends on the fish. Fish. Really does depend on the fish, but so interesting. The next month's telethon rewards are fish related.
Yep, all fishing. And it starts on Friday.
Yes, that's right. Now, speaking of Friday, of course, we'll be into release 59, and I'm telling you that there's a lot to be desired with no release notes. I mean, there's no release notes stuff. Yeah, I know, Skaggy. It sounds all sorts of fishy to me, I tell you what. Eagle, how you doing out there, buddy? Always good to see you.
We still don't know what's really coming out other than the list of fixing.
I appreciate the list of JIRAs and things that they're publishing and showing us here on this list.
Yeah,
but this does not tell us what to expect.
Even the bullet points of these are the big changes.
Release. What's coming up in the next release? What didn't make it in the next release? What the hell are we testing in this release? I went to try multiple bind points. Didn't see anything about that. Went looking for the new fishing rod. I have no idea where to go find the fishing rod because I have no notes. Doesn't tell me anywhere in here in a JIRA where to go find the new fishing rod, where it's been added, and where I can go test all this new stuff. I have no clue what to test, where to test, how to test, or even why to test at this point because I have no notes. I see what's being fixed or worked on, but it doesn't tell me. And now I'm looking at this, and I had to take this copy of the new notes and compared them to try and see what the difference is
from the original notes that were released.
Well, from the second batch, and there's only a short handful of additions, which, again, added spawns for Pumpkinhead. That was one new one. Created a simple fish pond for the dungeon room floor for Travis, which I guess is it's the tech for the fish dungeon reward.
Fish spot.
For the fish dungeon reward. Decks are not getting saved after being logged out.
Does that mean that if you own the mining basement, they're actually going to start putting some ore nodes in there? Because if you have a dungeon and you can go fish in it, that means that if you own a mining dungeon or a mining basement, you should be able to mine in it.
Yeah, don't know about that.
Yeah, and that mining basement was only in the game for 4 years.
Yeah, I got one somewhere.
I think I sold them all.
I got one somewhere.
I don't know. Remember, we are two guys that just interpret the news. We don't know anything. We know nothing.
Yeah.
And remember that. And Skeggy knows more than we do.
Let's see. Deco on the ornate gust ball field. Field boundary is catching the gust ball.
Yeah.
For a new tutorial, adding health potion into utility hotbar should clear a task and add another. For new tutorial, switching decks at a specific time should clear tasks and add another. HUD icon button to access rewards UI. And Soulless Bridge able to walk underwater.
Yeah.
And last, Saint Spruce 04 Dark missing materials. Makes absolutely gibberish to me.
But so that thread that came out the other day.
Which one?
About the one we covered briefly the other day. Hold on. Star's been all over this. This was the bundles expiring really thread. Star's made
one?
several new announcements. Does this affect the ability to upgrade existing bundles or just purchase new and only new purchases? Sorry for any miscommunication. But they stated several times that in-game bundles would not have upgrade functionality. And then let's scroll down a little bit further. They completely understand how some people are frustrated by the inability to purchase and or upgrade via crowns.
Which brings us to...
wait. So I'm talking with the team internally about a customer service token that would allow you to upgrade with crowns through a support request. It will be some work, but we think we can make it happen. Stay tuned for an official announcement, and thank you for your patience. Followed by... You ready for it?
Yeah, followed by...
This post. Hold on. Okay. As many of you know, they're expiring all of our bundles. Before the end of the year, Viking and Kobold bundles expire November 30th. Everything else expires December 21st. In Release 59, they'll be adding the contents of the bundles to crown vendors as a single purchase. However, they will not have any upgrade functionality. Based on numerous requests from those of you who have been saving up your crowns, we are going to offer an alternative path for upgrading bundles using crowns. For a limited time, offer ends December 21st, you can purchase a service voucher to use crowns to upgrade your bundle. If you wish to upgrade your bundle via crowns, please email support@portalarium.com before purchasing the voucher.
That doesn't make much sense.
Yeah. In the request, please list the name of the bundle you wish to upgrade and the bundle you wish to upgrade it to. They will then determine how many crowns you need for the upgrade and notify you of that amount so you can decide before proceeding. Only then will you purchase the voucher, and we will then remove the crowns from your inventory. Please note that they will be using the same exchange rates that are currently on the store for this transaction. So I guess they might be giving you a credit for those crowns. I don't know.
Are they going to give you crowns for the $25? Is that what you're saying?
Well, they're saying they're doing the math and telling you what the difference is in crowns.
Oh, so Shroud math. So
Shroud math is
their exchange rate.
Yeah, well, they're saying they're using the same exchange rates that are currently on the store for this transaction. So does that mean that if you wanted $100 upgrade, you needed 115 crowns, or are they going to say that each crown is worth $1?
Yeah, I don't know. Is a 9 for 9,
yeah,
4 for 4, 100? Yeah,
5 for 4. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can get them as little as, what was the low price on the marketplace? Was like 65 cents a piece on the marketplace yesterday.
Crowns
of the
Obsidian.
I had them. Yeah, here we go. I still have it there.
55
cents a piece. So yeah, if you're gonna do crown upgrade bundles, yeah, Hannah. I know.
Yeah, we don't know what they're doing. And the service
and
upgrade,
Sean, I don't know what
bundle
I was thinking.
with crowns. It doesn't tell you. Until you get to the description. Please email before purchasing this voucher. They should have a big ass checkbox before you can click on buy. That says, "Have you emailed support?"
Do you have a code from support to make sure that we know you've emailed support?
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Sean. Again, we had this argument in the forums over another topic.
What they really should do is completely eradicate all the tax-free deeds, as well as the bundles.
And because one of the things on that topic was the fact that everybody was like, well, when they added bundles, nobody complained, and of course the argument was yes.
Actually, people did complain.
That was a replacement for pledges, so people can get a
Laz complained when bundles came out.
I didn't complain. I had no.
I complained when the Obsidian bundles came out because it used the expired houses.
Well, that's another story, But actually, I did have some qualms with it. I wouldn't say complaints, but I thought that some of the things they gave away in those bundles was a little too over the top for what it was. But that, again, I just took it as a replacement for pledges, didn't think nothing of it. So the real major question right now stands, what is going to be the status of tax-free housing? Is tax-free housing disappearing, or is there going to be some other iteration of tax-free housing coming to the store near you? Huh?
Tax-free housing should disappear. It should disappear because gold sinks.
Well, that's what taxes are for. That's supposedly what that was for. And I didn't understand the going down to 250 gold on a roll lot when all you had to do is log in every day.
500.
It's not hard to own a roll lot, even if you're a casual player. I mean, it doesn't take much. You go out for an afternoon of grinding, you got enough gold to go buy yourself several dozen kodos and pay for, a whole 99 days worth of, taxes. It's not hard. Yeah.
No. Nope. In that, as you get into the larger sizes, it really was like if you had a city size taxable deed, it was supposed to take a guild in order to pay those taxes. So it wasn't something that was intended ever for one person to be able to pay the taxes on. So it's like when people sit there and complain about like taxes being too damn high,
unless you're a wealthy merchant like us.
It was supposed to be community effort for some of them.
What's the damn problem?
I don't know.
Got no release notes. That's what the damn problem is.
No release notes. We don't know what's coming out. We just have a bunch of bug fixes.
Well, I just got through paying about 70,000 gold pieces worth of rent and taxes.
Hey.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Now, Hannah, now I could see that, you know, tax-free staying for episode 2 housing. That's quite a possibility. And again, it's anybody's guess at this time. But it is a burning question on a lot of people's minds, and I guess we'll find out here soon enough, of course. A lot of surprises happening this week coming up, so I'm just patiently waiting and biding my time at this point till Thursday, and we'll report on it live when we get there. That's all I gotta say.
Don't tell me they're going to get rid of taxes.
Who said anything about getting rid of taxes?
I'm just coming in on half the conversation. I'm just asking.
Now, we're talking about the removal of bundles and tax-free deeds. What the next plan is, if anything, for tax-free deeds being accessible out there. Yeah, that's all.
Oh, tax-free deeds. It's they're
yeah. Nobody knows at this point, so we're just tossing around a couple things there. But
they're not gonna give them away.
No, well, I mean, realistically, they
are giving them away. They've been giving them away for 3 years. Where the hell you been?
They ain't gonna give them away. Come on now.
They give away a shit ton of them every month. Get out of here. Go away. You know that. Now that could be it. It could be the only way to get them will be to get into those monthly lottery draws, and that would be the only way to come across them in the future.
Gold Sync.
Well, can I tell you what I said to them here the last?
Sure, why not?
Tax-free deeds. They should be rewards for like a recruiting process. Like if you get people signed up on the subscriptions, and if you get so many, then you get, say, a tax-free city.
You run into an issue there where it's too easy to fake a bunch of emails.
Not for subscriptions.
Then from there,
not for subscriptions.
They have to buy subscriptions with your name as a
you got
referrer. No, you actually have to get somebody to pay money. Is his idea?
Yeah.
You know what? If the cost of the deed is much more than the cost of the subscriptions, it would be easy to do that and then turn around and sell the deed.
Well, I mean, I figure it like this. I mean, a tax-free player on town keep.
He can get loads in. He can create all those emails.
Yeah, I can too. Anybody can.
I can create 1,000 emails, but I can't create 1,000 people paying $9 a month, Jack.
If you did 1,000,
you can't pay the $9 a month, but other people can.
Yeah, and if you can get other people to, then you should get a tax-free deed.
But at the same time, it's like, if you think about it, that $9 a month I'm getting, how many crowns a month am I getting?
9.
Then I'm also getting obsidian potions. I'm getting so much more, as well as all the
obsidian
telethon
potions
rewards
that only you can use.
And so that $9 a month, including a tax-free deed, when I plan on selling all that stuff anyways.
He's not getting it, is
he? He has no clue, Duke. Yeah, he has no clue whatsoever what you're talking about. If you get 100 people to spend $9 a month, you will get a tax-free deed as a reward. Does that make sense?
What am I going to do with that deed, Blaz?
If you get 1,000 people recruited,
whatever you
that's
want,
$9,000. In my opinion, that is worth a tax-free castle lot player on town.
What are you going to do with the deed? If you want to sell the deed, sell the deed. That'll be your option. And you go recruit another 9,000 people and you sell the other deed. What does it matter?
500 people, that's $4,500. To me, that's worth a tax-free player on town keep deed.
So how are you going to track that as far as you hit that number for the tax-free row deed, then you hit the tax-free village deed, and you keep on going up?
Portalarium would have to sign reference numbers to people that entered the program, and then they go out and start recruiting.
Which, if you were part of the conversations, Portalarium has thought about and are taking into consideration that if I sign up for their system and I use the promo code NBNN, anybody who puts NBNN on their paid subscription gives me a credit. Anybody, well, you were there for that. What am I talking about? You were there for that conversation.
Right.
No, Jack was there too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so, I mean...
hey, I have no problems with them doing some sort of rewards program. I don't think you should ever tie it to a deed, though.
Bullshit.
Why not?
Bullshit. It's the best marketing program I've heard in a year.
You can tie it to so many other things, not to a tax-free deed.
So what would you tie it to? What do you think is worth your while and effort to get for reward-wise for bringing in that kind of scratch? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Not a tax-free deed.
Yeah.
Shit, I'd do it, man. I'd have the whole damn guild in that kind of program, recruiting people left and right as much as we could. Somebody would hit that 1,000 mark, and it'd probably be Lord Andernut, and get a tax-free player on town castle deed as a reward for bringing in 1,000 subscriptions for Portalarium. It would be worth it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, moving right along. What were the developers working on yesterday, Jack?
Nothing. They weren't working. They were voting.
They were. Chris dragged everybody out to the voting booths. That's right.
They voted yesterday. I voted yesterday.
So that means not a whole lot got done yesterday.
No. So stand-up corners where the devs say, hey, worked on this yesterday and worked on this today. Something eventually gets written down and posted to the internets. Yeah. Over in the art department, Damon working on trophy fish and emotes and masks and traps. Over in design, Beezus working on dungeons and fishing. Sanyo working on season creatures and Fatui. Yeah, it's Fatuxed. And player documentation and live stream. The Energy Vortex was working on Fatui and trying to Fatux it, and live stream and fishing and screenshots.
Fish.
And screenshots. And then over in tech, Dr. Bob. He's working on bugs. JY. He's watching the forums and server tool integration.
Not a whole lot to watch out there.
No. Wizard Smoke. He's puff passing around some Yui and bugs.
Bug.
And don't forget, don't tell me you miss me. Tell me you're outside with tacos and beer. Actions. Yes.
The taco cleanse. 30 days.
Please don't insert the taco up my anus, okay? Yeah. And it better not be from Taco Bell. Ew. Yes, and then Burning Toad working on builds. Over in Studio Services, Chaos working on sales and shipping, and OR59 rewards. In live stream support.
OR?
Yeah, OR59. It's not release 59, it's OR.
OR59.
OR59.
Original release 59?
Yeah, I don't know. OP release 50. Yeah, are you done with OPP?
That's right. I tell you.
Yeah. You're supposed to say, yeah, you know me. Come on, man. Serafina.
About.
Yeah, something like that. Serafina working on the weekly update and customer service.
Wonderful.
And live stream and sanity tests and Jira testing and forums. Then over in Useless Overhead, the Dippy Bird working on dungeons and performance. And speaking of performance, he's going to have a great reason now to actually do everything to improve performance left and right. And seasonal creature support. Lord British is working on general business and live stream. And the Dork Star is working on weekly updates and sales and live stream and release 59 post and leads meeting.
Hey, we're going to have a 59 post. Yay.
Yeah. Yeah. Release 59 post is eventually being worked on.
So
yeah, we might see it. We might see it someday.
What is this you're talking about, Chris, here? That
What?
He's going to have a reason to do what?
Performance? Oh, yeah. Performance. So I was playing around on the QA server last night. It took me a long time to actually figure it out because there was only one other person on in the QA server for an hour and a half that I was on yesterday. And they were stuck in their town doing some watering and some other things and playing around with crops. But I went into that town and I went into private mode and imagine that I could see them on the nearby players list. Then I went back to the overworld map and was waiting around for someone to show up and see whether or not I could see other players while I'm in private mode on the overworld map. And of course, you can now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so even if you're playing in any of the online modes, the overworld map and the player-owned towns and towns are all going to be having players. And it's not until you go into hunting instances that you will segregate that information out.
I don't know about that. Again, like I said...
Now, Laz, you need to make that statement.
I'm waiting until Thursday to see
what actually happens.
To see exactly... Well, again, no release notes, nothing to test. The reason why you're probably the only one with one other person for
because no one knows what's going on.
Because nobody knows what to go test. Again, if I didn't know certain things were coming, from what I heard last week at SodaCon, I wouldn't know any of this at this point. And again, the things that I was interested in testing don't seem to be there yet. So I really don't know. Again, I can go around, what I did do is I went and bought a yew tree for 50 kodos and played with that for about a half hour, trying to get that in my town as deco, and geez, what a pain in the ass that was.
Yep.
Yeah, well, again, still not a single word on that, Hannah. We're waiting on that.
No.
Haven't seen, and I keep looking. I keep checking.
We also haven't, Hannah. We haven't seen the announcement that it's going free to play this release either.
I just said.
yeah. Sorry. I got distracted, man. My phone.
You looking at boobs again? I know.
Actually, no. I got distracted by Daddy, I'm afraid of zombies, and zombies aren't real. They're just people with makeup, just like Mommy.
Oh,
Yep, just like Mom.
God dang.
The memes.
Zombies are all your friends sitting around the lunch table staring at their phones, children. Those are zombies.
Well, you know, people used to stare at newspapers and books, and so not much has changed.
At least they were getting some information out of those newspapers.
Hey, man, I get
books.
all kinds of information on my phone while I'm staring at it. And some of them jiggle, too. All right.
Well, that's information.
I could be looking at Meatspan and watching the counter going on. Yeah, absolutely it is.
Yeah.
That boy likes Jello. It
I
jiggles.
tell you.
That's right.
He likes big butts and he cannot lie. That's right.
Yeah. And just like today's tweet has the vote for Pedro.
Vote for Pedro. Yeah, did you see me on your Facebook with that one?
Yeah.
Vote for Pedro. Yes, but back to the open world. A lot of people are got a lot of valid arguments against it. And now, again, I play devil's advocate on it, and if I was playing in that mode, or if I was playing,
go with your actual statement first.
Will you let me finish for crying out loud? Jesus,
no, I don't want you to go with your
cutting me off today.
Advocate.
I can't finish a freaking sentence with you today. I can
because
understand people like
normal.
Brown Coat Jason who, want to play in a mode where he's got his kids and shuts them and they can only see each other, and I dig that. But again, as I was saying, that Jack wants me to get to, my opinion is the whole world should be an open world, and that's it. There shouldn't be any instances. If you want it to be like any of the other games, especially multiplayer games, it's an open world. Everybody should be in every instance, period. Not a limit to 16 people in hunting scenes, not a limit to any of that stuff. And, you're in a multiplayer game. You should be able to see everybody at all times. But again, I also believe that it should be a full world PvP if you're going to have PvP. I don't agree with the consensual PvP, and hence why I don't play it here. I would probably have a whole different character if we had full open world PvP available. But that's
I'm going to refrain my comment on that, but there is a big reason why it's instance and not open world.
We know why that is.
We know why.
That doesn't mean we have to like it or agree with it. Very simple. If you're playing in a multiplayer, and again, I can understand certain dungeons for quest lines being instance for certain reasons, but
no, it's a matter of bandwidth, server, and all that shit, man.
Hey, it's a P2P network. Most of that shit's being shared, and we know that.
That instance shit had to be done. For it to be set up the way that it.
Again, didn't have to be. That's another argument and another day's topic on itself. There are many worlds out there that are one flat open world and continually go, and there are no instances, and everybody is on the same map going through the same towns, and all the sounds are available on the overworld. There's too many arguments that shoot that theory down. Sorry about that, Duke, but it does. There are many games
on a server, yes.
Yeah, there are too many games out there that have one big map, and that's it.
Yeah, on a server.
No, that's the game. Yeah, he's not getting it either.
No, it's an internet. This game is an internet-built, browser-based game.
It's not a browser-built game.
And I keep telling him that, but he keeps insisting it's a browser-based game.
Yeah.
He's been insisting that for 3 years.
It's okay. Now, the reason for the distributed aspect of the instances was because they decided to offload majority of the processing power onto clients. and that's where you ended up with master and slave clients for the instances.
Yeah. And
so,
that's where people are screaming about when they get forced into multi-world instances.
That their bandwidth is, and their game performance is going to suffer. Now, I say that's actually kind of a good thing, because you know what? That will force Chris to actually address performance issues.
Performance.
And address the LODs, address almost every element that's contributing to the negative performance. And I think that it may end up with them going back and having to redo most of the maps.
And I got a question for you. Are people still paying to play UO 20 years later? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Are people still working open PvP out there in the longest running online game in history? Yeah.
No.
Don't tell me.
No, most of them are in Trammel, and Felucia is a ghost town.
I didn't say most of them. I said our people. Okay. Everybody always
2 or
puts
3
word in my mouth. Yeah.
2 or 3.
Well, it's because you're always putting things in your mouth.
Well, that's beside the point.
The free servers are doing a hell of a lot better than the actual game now.
I don't know about that. I know there are several options on the free servers, but again, I got away from that several years ago.
The free servers generally are modeled after UO the Second Age, with inclusions of a bunch of other tech and shit from newer versions.
Now again,
but they're trying to go with the UO the Second Age. And they're getting away from the
I ran a server, and me and my friends who ran it, we had a couple of guys who were excellent scripters, and we ran it pretty much, open world, just the way it was, but we made a few exceptions to Reds, and of course, Reds were attack on site. Reds had one bank in the world, and that was the only bank that they could deal with.
Buxton, I love Buxton.
Actually, we put it in the Hidden Valley. It was hidden in the tunnel there, and life was miserable for Reds because they were Reds, and that was it. You didn't just get to walk in towns and walk up to a banker unmolested. You didn't get to do anything. If you wanted to play a Red, you had to pay consequences. Not get bonuses for being a PvPer. Not get pampered for being PvPer. If you went that lifestyle, you suffered, and you had to live that lifestyle. Sorry, and I firmly believe that. But that's me. Can't please everybody. We also had horses that pooed. When you left your horses tied up outside the bank too long, they left a pile out there. And you had to take a shovel and shovel it up to clean up the streets.
For what purpose did that serve?
Well, used to have people, and I'm sure you saw in UO, people would take and put shitloads of pets inside their houses and leg people out. Well,
yeah, I saw that.
So we made the pets poop, and the more poop that accumulated, you got infested with flies and other nasty things until you cleaned up your shit, literally. And this was incentive for people to not keep that shit in their house. Okay, we were some sick motherfuckers when it came to what we did as DMs. So.
Now, did that shit turn into fertilizer and help your crops grow?
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Actually, we didn't have.
You didn't have farming.
Anything that was outside the normal farming system. Well, we did. We had wizard weed. We had magic mushrooms that you could plant that made you hallucinate when you had them. We had the magic water pipe that you could stuff the wizard weed into and have a really great time with. We had custom farming, but nothing as far as fertilizing. But we could have. We had the Death Bunny who, when he was released, he would dig holes and go tunneling.
And how is this related to Shroud?
He would go tunneling under and around houses. Yeah, he was a nasty SOB. That guy.
Yep. But you know what?
Yeah, see, I still don't understand what he's saying there, Jack. What's NB talking about with this isometric? Isometric is
that's the Eye of God. That's the old UO style interface. So it's a joke.
Yeah, I don't get it.
You don't get the joke that they're going to go all the way back to like what they really should be doing is going all the way back to Ultima 1 and just go with the linear graphics.
Hey, I would love to see one of them old dungeons down someplace where you would morph into the 2D linear plane and play an old Akala Better 2 dungeon down someplace in the depths of the world. That would be something else. What did they did in Diablo 3? I used to love Diablo 3.
Yeah, it's also isometric. Yeah. I am the Eye of God. Believe in me. Yes.
We're going to have to get to the bottom of this browser-based, server-based question, and I think I'm going to put it down as an explicit question to ask at some point.
They'll sit there and say, it's not a browser-based game.
Have you asked?
I could tell you from playing the game that it's not a browser-based game.
Well, every time I boot the game up, it comes up in a browser. So,
What?
Yeah.
Why what'd you do to your game then? Or are you referring to
screenshot that?
I think he's playing in windowed mode, and I think he thinks a window is browser mode. I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
It's not browser based. You're not playing the game inside of
a web browser. Yeah,
a web browser. You're not playing the game inside of Internet Explorer.
Yeah, or Netscape Navigator. Even Envy is sitting there going, "What the fuck, man?"
Well, I mean, hell, I might be wrong. Like I said, we're gonna have to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah,
I may very well.
I've been telling you for years it's not a browser-based game. I don't know where you keep coming up with that.
Yeah.
Browser-based. Maybe the map that you see is pulled off a web browser and placed onto your screen in game. That's browser-based.
Yeah. The only thing that's browser-based is the in-game map, and that was acquired by a third party who developed it on their own.
Uh-huh.
And wow, that took forever to load. But yeah.
And they're getting rid of that, right? To make their own?
What's that?
The map.
Not anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, moving right along. Don't forget we've got a wonderful app out there for you folks. If you want to catch up on the latest news, you missed our latest show and you don't have time to go out to YouTube and watch, you can always listen to the podcast on the NBNN Shroud Avatar app, which is available in the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store. Because, yes, I did. I made sure that all the app stores were covered for all your electronic devices. So if you want to take Shroud Avatar with you on the go, when you go, or wherever you go, you can get your hands on the NBNN Shroud Avatar app and check out things like the Daily Britannian, the forums, the Rift map, the regular map. You can shop the marketplaces. You can hit us up on social media. You can join us in Discord. You can listen to the radio stations. And, of course, you can check the NBNN Shroud Avatar community calendar, which is brought to us every day by our good friends over at hometownhero.com.
That's right. That community calendar's on nbnn.info. Just click on the calendar button, and you too can look at this aggregated mess of all the available Google public calendars related to Shroud of the Avatar, including the NBNN Shroud community calendar. That's right. If you have a Google public calendar and you want to have Laz hook it up so that I can read off your events whenever I feel like it.
Hey, Ali made a live stream. Hey.
Yeah. Hey, Aline. You can always email Laz at news@nbnn.info. He'll do something with it eventually. And that includes those of you that want to add one-off events to the NBNN Shroud community calendar. Yep. But yes,
shit. What the shit? What? I must admit defeat. Okay, so I just got it straight from the man himself. Nothing browser-based about it.
Yeah.
And he goes on to say, haha, seriously? Okay, yeah. So all right, Laz, you're right. After 3 years of fucking debate, there's nothing browser based about this game at all.
We all told you that. Yeah.
All right. Finally, the debate ends. Thank you very much. You owe me $1.
Yeah, I'll give you your fucking dollar.
You're right, Envy. But yes, all times on the community
what
calendar
Envy say?
Are central. Nothing.
He said, "Oh my God, that must have been the dumbest question he heard in years." LOL.
I don't give a shit, Envy. I just don't give a shit.
Hey, Skeggy wants to know if you're running Windows 5.
Yeah. 3.1. That's what I'm running.
Not even 3.11.
Windows
you're not even there for work groups.
I thought y'all just all line up and kiss my ass.
Hey,
he's running MS-DOS 6.2.
You just
not even
all of
6.22. Yeah.
All of you just line up, wet your lips, and kiss my ass.
All times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia time.
Nude Britannia.
Monday through Friday, 12s and 6s around the clock. Whenever we feel like doing it, there's a little thing called lunch with two idiots interpreting the news, so you don't have to. On Witty Radio Free Britannia.
Stereo.
Yeah. 2 o'clock this afternoon, you need to join Sean Silverfoot for the Pax Lair Town Manager Hour and ask him questions about Pax Lair.
Fish.
Any of the boroughs of towns. And fish. Yep. Yeah. Hey, Envy. Envy wants to know, Zeke, if you're on Snapchat so you can send your pictures of your ass around.
What's Snapchat? I don't know. What the hell is that? Is it browser based?
Yes. On your phone. Caffeine,
oh shit! I thought that was server based. I don't know how to load that up.
3 o'clock this afternoon. You can always join Wintermute of Koth for EVL's Euro Dungeon Crawl. At 7 p.m., James Thunder of EVL's doing Thunder's Dungeon Run. At 7 o'clock, the Jade Dragons are going to Chili Beans for Chilblain's Compendium of Pain and Suffering, where it's like asking whether or not the game is browser-based or not. And trying to defend your answer as yes, it is. At 7 p.m. on Radio Free Britannia, it's the 70s.
My ass, Jack.
Sorry, baby, but I have to do that. If I'm going to give you shit about anything, it's going to be.
Yeah, y'all give me shit now for the next 20 years behind that.
Remember the 3-year period where you thought the game was browser based?
Yeah, fuck y'all. Shit.
I'm sure we're not the only ones laughing right now.
I don't give a damn. All of you could just take a long kick.
Yeah. But yeah, that's our community calendar for this Taco Tuesday. Where are we at?
Yes. I was going to say for caffeine, yes, you missed it. We did discuss it. Kodos are the bundles for Kodos are going into the game. You'll be able to buy them on the vendors, but then you'll be able to upgrade them for a $25 service fee, which you need to jump through hoops in order to achieve whatever it is that they're talking about.
If you plan on upgrading, you're going to have to email support@portalarium.com and then
Before
purchase
you
a
buy
token.
your token.
And then,
That's right.
yeah.
Before you buy your token. That's right. Okay, but anyway, don't forget you're watching. Envy, you're killing me today. You're killing me.
I just told him. I said thanks for the quick response. I just got roasted like a fucking ham on NBNN.
Envy Kogo's BMC browser mining
The
company.
browser mining company. Yep.
Kiss my ass, Envy. Just kiss it.
NBNN right here on NBNN.info, twitch.tv/Genesis, twitch.tv/NBNN News, catching us in replays on YouTube or on the in-game radio at 12s and 6s around the clock. We thank you all for your support, and of course, don't forget, if you're not watching, you're missing some of the craziest stuff happening right here inside and outside Shroud the Avatar. Don't forget to become a supporter. Based. It's all browser-based, that's right. But of course, you can go out in your web browser out to our websites and click those donate links. You can go with your browser out to patreon.com/NBNN and become a monthly supporter. And of course, you can be a sponsor. And don't forget, we do appreciate it. Your donations help keep us on the air. Cryptocurrency accepted over on Jackstream. The Airy Fund, become a supporter today and play for a cause, bringing you the latest in community causes and charitable events. The browser mining company wants you to come check out Black Rock Cove. That's right. The BMC has got you covered when it comes to crafting goods and needs. And of course, don't forget, if you want to open up a shop, there's plenty of places to settle down and start your own business. Go check out Black Rock Cove today, located in the Quell region next to the town of Exeter, and conveniently located next to the mines that you want to be in. Legit from Hometown Hero. For all your vape juice needs, if you're looking for vape juice, we've got all sorts of flavors for all sorts of tastes, and of course, we'll help you save some money. Use the promo code NBNN, save 20% off your purchase price, and of course, your first bottle is free. All you got to do is pay shipping. Check out hometownhero.com today for all your vape juice needs. Coil More Wands and Scrota's Music Services in-game for all your pleasure needs. RelicSpyrill.com for all your licensed Shroud the Avatar swag. WRFB, don't forget you'll save 10% at Relic Spyrill using the promo code NBNN. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest in news and entertainment 24/7 around the clock, and replays of our show at 12s and 6s Monday through Friday. And last but definitely not least, the Marketplace. ShroudMarketplace.com, because I love waking up to money in my bank account, and I tell you what, in my PayPal account.
ShroudMarketplace.com.
Where you
the place where you can register as a vendor and start selling your stuff to all the other players for cash. That's right.
Not something you're not using, want to get rid of. Put it up. Forget about it. It'll sell.
I know. It's
Skeggy, how's those pumpkin sales coming, buddy?
Yeah, Skeggy wants everybody to know that he's trying to fund his SodaCon trip for next year. So you need to visit his shop, Skeggy Media. It's one of the featured
Fire up
vendors.
a GoFundMe account.
But anything and everything from accounts to game gold, Crowns of the Obsidian, cheaper than you can get off the add-on store. I mean, look at that stuff. Armelians or Sador Stinky Sewer Shop or even Dread Pirates Exchange, all cheaper than the add-on store for those. You can even find those teleports and recall scrolls that are guaranteed not to fizzle at my shop. Yeah.
Okay, my recall scrolls are 50% faster, so don't worry about it.
My recalls are also 50% faster. But
my recall scrolls will not send you to a browser-based instance.
That's right.
Yes. Anything into everything.
Love you, man. Love you.
You might even be able to find some granite blocks, but you can also find lot deeds. You can find services, anything into everything. Leveling services, Gust Ball host a game services. I mean, our favorite shop, which is going to be cheesy writing services.
Easy writing.
I know. We don't just advertise it. We are also clients of Wolfdom's shop with the cheese sign writing. Yes. Only the finest cheese sign writing in Runic in New Britannia.
We need some crackers.
You can also find Scrotus Music Service, where $5 gets you
anything you want.
That's right.
Except browsers.
Except browser based games. And there's some dude offering weddings and more.
That's right. Don't forget weddings and more by Laz, because we're not just weddings, we're a whole lot more. If you're looking for telethon goods, if you're looking for a box version, if you're looking for those rares that you just don't want to spend all that time hunting, looking for loads of ore, 10,000 at a shot, I got you covered. Want to buy a duck? Got you covered there. Everything and anything under the sun. If you don't see it, ask. Had somebody come up and say, hey man, I ran all over the place, I'm looking for some rubies. And I was like, well, why didn't you just ask? I got a crap ton. Made a nice little bundle. So if you don't see it, ask, because I've probably got it floating around. And if I don't, I know somebody who does.
You could always go to Shroud Marketplace. No one's selling their rubies right now.
Nobody's selling their rubies. That sounds like a joke. Yeah. But anyway.
Hey, but Skeggy Media is selling his pumpkins.
He's selling his pumpkins, and his pumpkins do not rot, I understand. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, you just have to go to shroudmarketplace.com, register for an account, start buying stuff.
Well, if you want to have a wedding, I got you covered. I've even been sanctioned by Lord British himself. So.
Oh yeah, second wedding in game was performed.
That's right. But meanwhile, we got to get out of here for today. It's time for us to wrap it up, and we'll be back, hopefully, with some release notes tomorrow. Hopefully. We'll be able to tell you all what's going on. But till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
YouTube's browser-based, right?
Yeah. Twitch is browser based.
Okay.
We're clear.